Welcome to San Diego's most popular local morning news. Good morning, San Diego.
We are learning more about breaking news in La Jolla, where police are at the scene of a murder in the UTC area.
Yeah, Bridget is out there right now checking it out and has the very latest. Good morning, Bridget.
That's right. We're on Judicial. A lot of people in this area will be familiar with this. This is one of the apartment complexes here as we push on in near the Renaissance complex. And this is what police say happened. They say they got a call around 1:30 in the morning. It was a 911 call from a woman. She said that her 24-year-old son had bludgeoned her husband to death. And when police arrived, they found the victim. The scene is in the second floor of this apartment complex here. And this morning, Darren Chaker is talking with us. He also called 911, and you were one of the first to arrive at the scene. What did you see when you arrived near the apartment?
I saw a police car drive by. She shot past the address. I waved him down. I told him something's happening up there. It's not quiet. We rushed up. He and I rushed up the stairs. Came out on the second floor. As soon as you come out on the second floor, the mother was wearing a white nightgown, just draped in blood. It looked like she was a stabbing victim. Then eventually determined she was not injured. The son, who's later determined to be the suspect, was standing about 10-15 feet. She was asked, who did this? She pointed to him. The police officer went over there, placed his son in handcuffs. Then he started making comments which indicated it wasn't her as being a victim, making statements like, I killed him. That's it, I killed him. And I had asked him while he was in the handcuffs, why would you do something like that? Because he's an a-hole. That was the only reason that he gave. And he actually encouraged me to go in and look at his guts hanging out.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was a pretty horrific scene, and you were one of the first people to arrive, and you actually heard the screams then.
I heard the screams. I was visiting here, and it's something I know a lot of college kids live over here. I thought it was just initially someone's drunk screaming, but the next few screams definitely weren't like that. It was a chilling effect on me and horrific.
And now police are in there investigating. They've questioned you. Is that true?
Correct. I was the only person who's actually there that they questioned, myself and the mother. I thanked the mother and apologized that unfortunately I was the only one who came out to help her. Unfortunately, despite all those screams, despite eventually a police helicopter being overhead with a spotlight for the first minute, 2 minutes, myself and the police officer were the only ones there. Nobody else came out to help. Nobody. And that was it. It was a very frightening experience.
Darren, thanks for talking with us. Stay right here, if you will. Again, police are inside investigating this case. As we said, the suspect is in custody, and they are now collecting evidence and from the scene. But that's a situation from here in UTC. You know, you have a father dead, a son in custody, and investigation ensuing right now. Reporting live, back to you in the studio.
All right, Bridget, thanks so much for the update on that. And
And we're going to start this hour with some breaking news from the UTC area.
we've been following this story as it continues to develop this morning. Homicide detectives on the scene of a murder. KUSI's Bridget Naso is there live with the very latest for us. Bridget?
Good morning to both of you. Police say they got the 911 call here at about 1:30 in the morning. They say a woman called. She said that her 24-year-old son had bludgeoned her husband to death. This is the scene here. We're outside of an apartment complex. It is the Crossroads Apartments on Golden Haven in UTC. The apartment is located on the second floor. One witness told police that he heard screams and then ran to help. This is what he says he saw.
I flagged down a police officer. He and I went up to the second floor. When we came out to the second floor stairwell, there was a lady in a white nightgown draped in blood. Her son was directly behind her, and it was eventually thought maybe that she was a stabbing victim. She was asked, who did this? She pointed to the son. The son was put into handcuffs.
Now, police say The scene was gruesome, absolutely gruesome. They say they don't have a motive at this time, and this investigation is in the early stages right now. No word yet on if previous 911 calls have come in from this address. And back now live here at the apartment complex, investigators at the scene collecting evidence, and as police have told us, a 24-year-old white male is in custody. A 64-year-old male is dead here at this location in UTC. Reporting live, back to you in the studio, Sandra and Dan.
All right, Bridget.
There's a lot going on in San Diego this morning. We begin this hour in the UTC area where we've been following a homicide investigation.
Yeah, murder happened at an apartment complex there in a very popular area. Good morning, Bridget.
To you, Dan and Sandra. Police are calling this a gruesome crime. In custody this morning, suspected of killing his wife's mother, is a 24-year-old man. We're going to step away here and show you the scene right now. And this is what police say. The incident happened around 1:30 this morning here at the Crossroads Apartments on Golden Haven Drive in UTC. They say they got a frantic 911 call from the victim's wife. She said she was screaming that her son had bludgeoned her husband to death. Others in the building also called 911, including Darren Chaker. He was a witness and he rushed down the hall to help.
I flagged down a police officer. He and I went up to the second floor. When we came out to the second floor stairwell, there was a lady in a white nightgown draped in blood. Her son was directly behind her, and it was when she thought maybe that she was a stabbing victim. She was asked, who did this? She pointed to the son. The son was put into handcuffs.
Now, he described the scene as bloody. He added he was shocked that so few people came out to help, as did a couple other witnesses that we talked to. But they also said the screaming was so terrifying that others in the building may have felt that there was still danger and did not come out of their apartments. At this time, police do not know if the victim and the suspect are blood relatives. They're still inside the apartment on the second floor. They're gathering evidence here this morning. Once again, a 24-year-old white male has been arrested. A 64-year-old white male is dead, and police remain on the scene. No clear word on the motive as of yet this morning. Reporting live from UTC, back to you, Dan and Sandra in the studio.
Hey, Bridget, just very quickly to wrap it up. So a 24-year-old man is in custody for killing his father.
Allegedly, yes, allegedly killing
his father,
the husband of his mother. Police have not determined whether
so his father-in-law.
Well, whether or not they're related yet. So
okay, because the wire copy we have,
stepfather, could be a father.
Okay, so it's either a father or a stepfather, because the wire copy we have from the Associated Press says bludgeoned his father to death. So
right, but police have said so far here at the scene that they have not confirmed whether or not they are blood relatives.
Okay, all right, Bridget.
So they have not released that information officially. Not sure if the wire copy is correct on that one.
Okay, all right, perfect, because we're getting some confusion there. Thanks a lot, Bridget.
Thank you, Bridget.
All right.